So SlimBiome is a unique formulation. It has three components: chromium, glucomannan and FOS, so fructooligosaccharides, which work collectively to impact upon hunger and food cravings. And by impacting upon hunger and food cravings, our users can moderate the amount of food they eat and the type of food they eat, and so lose weight naturally and sustainably. In terms of how it works, the first aspect is that it expands in the stomach. So by expanding in the stomach, it reduces the volume of the stomach, so you feel fuller. The chromium aspect of the ingredient controls the insulin response, and the fructooligosaccharides impacts also on satiation, but impacts on the microbiome. So the combination of these three ingredients create a product that reduces hunger, makes you feel full, improves the microbiome, so you have a microbiome more appropriate for the lean state, and allows you to have sustainable weight management. Our studies show that SlimBiome works almost immediately, within minutes of taking the product, and that suppression of hunger and reduction in cravings lasts for about 2.5 to 3 hours. But it also works over a longer period of time, because the components within SlimBiome impact upon the microbiome. We have customers who've been using SlimBiome for years. Once they've attained their manageable body weight, they will often take SlimBiome as a snack. So this allows them to manage their weight in the long term. So the idea is to not just reduce weight, but to reduce hunger and cravings, to allow people to manage their weight more sustainably. And what we find in our studies is that by helping people reduce their hunger and cravings, they actually reduce the amount of food they take in. They actually change the type of food they take in, so they take in less calorific intense food, so less fatty food. So as a consequence of that, they lose weight naturally. They lose typically about 2 to 2.5 pounds per week, and that's sustainable over a period of time. So it's an ideal product to actually help you to manage your weight, as opposed to being a quick fix. So the first point to make is that SlimBiome is not a drug. Okay? It's a natural product. It works by reducing hunger and cravings, so it's similar to the GLP-1 agonist. It has a different mechanism of action to the GLP-1 agonist. Of course, it's not as expensive. It's a natural product. It has less side effects. So we think it's a safe and efficacious natural product to be used in people who are overweight, as opposed to with the GLP-1 agonists. They've been designed for people who are clinically obese. SlimBiome is safe. The ingredients used in SlimBiome have been around for many years. SlimBiome itself has been around for a number of years. We've carried out multiple human studies, and probably more importantly, we've got lots of customer studies, and we've got lots of customer feedback from selling SlimBiome around the world. So we sell SlimBiome in Australia, New Zealand, America, Europe, all across Asia, across India, and we've never had any concerns over safety or tolerance with SlimBiome. What we found in our studies, it increases the diversity of the microbiome. A more diverse microbiome is associated with less inflammation, and in certain groups a greater resilience in terms of having infections. But we also see is that we see two particular groups associated with leanness increase. These are Bacteroidetes and Christensenella that increase, and these are associated with lean body type.
One dose of SlimBiome was showing in less of 3 hours a great reduction of the craving of savoury and sweeting food, but also an increase of fullness. Daily intake of SlimBiome has shown a great result in our study population. The study was performed for 4 weeks, and we have seen that 90% of all volunteers, they were taking daily SlimBiome dose. They were having a reduction in the weight. We see a reduction of the fat mass, and also a great 90% of the volunteer, they have reported a reduction in the waist and hip circumference.